Okay, so this is technically episode 22 of the Petalburg Challenge, and hopefully this is the successful run at defeating the Elite Four. So let me just see how my team is looking. So yeah, I did a lot of grinding against the Elite Four, and so yeah, you can see Gyarados is 62, which is quite strong, so I'm relying a lot on Gyarados here. And yeah, the rest of the team is in pretty good shape. But yeah, mostly relying on Poochyena and Gyarados. So yeah, I can kind of get to the 4th trainer without using any items. And I've compiled a nice little reserve of hyper potions, revives. I have 2 elixirs, which will be crucial, I imagine, and yeah, 14 full heals, 16 revives, and a bunch of paralyze heals. So yeah, let's see how we go. So yeah, I kind of have a strategy here for the first guy. So basically, we just lead with Gyarados, and I can sub in 1 or 2 of the other Pokemon if needed. But yeah, this might not even be the successful run, so this video might not even be uploaded, but if you're watching this, it is the successful run. But stay tuned for all of the drama between them and the final battle against the champion, because I have not yet been able to make a dent. So alright, let's see here. So we go straight in with Earthquake. So yeah, the objective really is to just get through the first 3 without using too many items, and then after that point, just whatever it takes. So yeah, like I said, those elixirs are going to be important, because Gyarados, his learn set is very strong, but he's very low PP, so I'm going to have to replenish that at some point. So yeah, Pelipper is limited, but Blizzard is going to be important against Dragon type, because I think it's super effective. So I can use Blizzard here. It is prone to missing, so that was a win. But yeah, I must have faced off against or battled the Elite Four like, I don't know, 15 times or something to generate enough XP to level up. I should have swapped out for Gyarados there. Hopefully that won't be too detrimental. Okay, it might be, because Swagger is automatic confusion. So that's really not ideal. I'm actually just going to use full heal here. So yeah, Gyarados is super strong. 62 is a nice level. I out-level all of my opponents, I think, with Gyarados, so at least I always have a shot. So yeah, I just keep Gyarados out now at this point. The next trainer's tough, the Ghost type, because Curse is a really, really bad move to come up against, because you can't do anything to remedy the Curse, I don't think. I'll need to check that, but I don't think a full heal works. So straight in with Hyper Beam here, and hopefully one shot. Yeah, one shot and shift tree is down, okay. Alright, so that's the first trainer. Okay, not too bad. I only took, I think, one hit there with Gyarados. Right, so now what I do is, or what you need to do is, perhaps if you're following the challenge as well, with a similar group of Pokemon, if you lead with Poochyena here, you will be super effective against Ghosts, but like I said, Curse is going to be a problem. What else? The one that makes you fall in love with your opponent as well is a problem, because it's a 50-50 shot whether your attack will land. I think it's a Charm, I think it might be called, I can't quite remember, but one of them has that move and it's a pain. It's also very unlucky that Crunch like leaves your opponent on one tick of health like that, because, well, that's why, because the full restore gets triggered. So the good news is I think your opponent can only use full restore twice. So it's unlikely they'll use it twice on the same Pokemon, so at least that. So this is going okay. Dusclops didn't land Curse, which is major. That's really, really lucky, because that's just bad news. That's great as well. That's very lucky. That's what we like to see. Critical hit. Poochyena is going to level up as well, which is nice. Yeah, attract. That's what I was thinking of. So now it's a 50-50 shot whether I'll even be able to attack. Yeah, Immobilized by Love. Sounds like a 70s rock anthem. Yeah, Immobilized by Love. It's like a Van Halen song or a Alice Cooper song. Oh my god. Like, what are, like, I'm sure you could calculate it, but yeah, to lose 3 50-50 shots is very unlucky. Alright, there we go. So yeah, it's been a fairly chill playthrough and challenge run. I would say not as blockbuster stuff as the Pokemon Gold 151 playthrough, simply because I think Gen 2 is I prefer that game. I think it's just more interesting. I think Gen 3 can be a little bit, the story meanders a little bit at times, and you're doing a lot of traveling and walking. I feel like in Gold it's a smaller map and there's more happening more frequently, if that makes sense. But and I suppose in the 151 challenge I was free to catch Pokemon throughout the map, whereas in this challenge I was limited. I was kind of route locked to the early routes. So I mean, I didn't really anticipate the effect that would have on the playthrough, but I guess what it did was maybe it made the rest of the map a little bit mundane in terms of, I knew I wasn't going to catch Pokemon there, so yeah, it's been an interesting challenge. It has positives and negatives, and like I said, I think the positive is that you really have to stick with those early Pokemon and get the most out of them. So, you know, it makes you appreciate what's available early on. And it is actually more of a challenge than the 151 challenge I did in Gold, where I was restricted to Gen 1 Pokemon. That was more of an interesting, like, narrative thing, whereas this is actually feels like more of a challenge, because, like, if you look at my team, like, Beautifly, even at level 50, is not great. Pelipper 54. Still only has 154 HP. Oh, 145 HP. It's not that strong. Poochyena actually makes for a really good first partner. Really strong. Dark is really useful type to have. And then I caught Sharpedo and Wailord later using the Super Rod. Oh yeah, sorry, Wailmer actually evolved off camera into Wailord. They're just damage sponges at this point. It's all about the main 4. A similar thing happened in the Gen 2 playthrough. A main 4 kind of emerges. And then there's kind of 2 out of your 6 who are like kind of backups on the subs bench. Okay, so... Okay, not really taking much damage yet. Let's just heal up Poochyena and go straight into this. This is going quite well. So the fact that I've said that is probably the moment it's all going to go wrong, but we shall see. Right, so the plan here is it's all about Gyarados, because Gyarados has Hyper Beam, which does mega damage, and he also has an electric move, which will be good against a lot of these Pokemon, which are ice and water. So the first 3 is not the problem. So I know it looks quite easy at this point, but it's the last 2 out of the 5 is the problem, because there's a lot of difficult split types that are more tricky to navigate. Okay, so straight in with Hyper Beam. This can miss. Okay, that's a win. Okay, so that works out quite well. I don't have anything that's super effective against ice, so all I can do is rely on heavy damage. So now we have 2 Celios and a Walrein, so they will be vulnerable to electric. I hope this is the successful run, by the way, because I think I'm doing a really good job of like narrating it. You know, game commentary can be hit and miss, you know, so sometimes you're onto a good one and I'm like, I just hope this is the one. This would be a great one, a great upload. So yeah, there is a post game as well. There is some kind of battle arena you can go to. You can like level up to 100 and stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do too much there. I was contemplating like possibly returning to Gen 2 to complete the post game in Kanto, but that's more of a bonus content type of stuff, but could be cool. But primarily I'll be looking at a fresh playthrough of another Pokemon game. Okay, so I paralyzed Celio and it missed Blizzard, which was massive. That was huge. Just make sure I'm recording and everything is going okay. Yeah, I think it is. I bumped the audio a little bit as well, just for dramatic effect, so you get the battle music. Okay, so we've Glalie again. Or Glalie. So Hyper Beam, prone to missing. Okay, that's a win. Hopefully this is a one shot. Oh, 1 tick of health. That's going to be a full restore. Definitely. Yeah, that's a full restore. Okay, maybe a critical hit here, just to... Same deal again. Okay. Not too bothered about this hail, and I will probably have to revive Gyarados after this battle, but I haven't fainted yet. Oh, we just popped a second full restore on the same Pokemon. That is quite desperate. Alright, so now it's starting to... Okay, so let's see if I can use this last Hyper Beam. So now it's starting to get a little bit more challenging. Okay, critical hit, nice. That's what we needed. I am going to have to use an elixir to... I need those Hyper Beams back. No, I'm going to use a potion here. Hopefully this doesn't knock me out. Oh wait, I didn't get a chance. Oh, okay. That's not ideal. Let's see what I can do. I'm just gonna have to revive Gyarados because he's super effective. It is standard at this point in all of my kind of playthroughs of this, or all of my battles against the Elite Four. I do usually need to revive Gyarados at this point, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, this could be Wailord out. Yeah, okay. Not ideal. Okay, Gyarados is back in. And hopefully I can do something here. No full restores left. My opponent doesn't, so... They've used their 2 full restores, so... Okay, Blizzard missed again. See, Blizzard is very prone to missing. I think it's only 85% or 90 accuracy, so it's tricky. Hopefully this doesn't freeze me. Okay, he's used a berry. The Elite Four are so OP, although if you just... If you have a type advantage, it's not so bad, I guess. Okay, that's trainer number 3, I think. Gyarados is leveling up. Right, so this next trainer, I think we can lead with Pelipper and try and get some damage with Blizzard. And then it's the final battle against the champion. So let's revive. Let's get everybody back to full health. So wait, I don't need to do much there for Wailord. I'm going to keep my hyper potions just in case it runs close. What do I do? What do I do? Let's run as we are and just try and get through it. So straight in with Pelipper, because Pelipper knows Blizzard, which is my only ice move. Right, Shelgon. These Pokemon are pretty nasty, so come on, Blizzard, hit. Nice, a hit. What kind of damage are we talking about? Nice, super effective. That's what I'm talking about. That was huge, because those shell guns are so hard to breakdown. Okay, straight in again. So Pelipper's not that strong, but at certain points can prove very useful. Nice, super effective again. So again, I think I've only 2 blizzards left. And I nearly have to expect that one of those is going to miss. Hopefully not this one. Okay, nice. Getting very lucky here. Oh, nice. That's OP. I did not anticipate that would be so strong at this point. So I think we're looking good for a decent battle against the champion. We've a good chance, provided nothing goes crazy wrong at this point. Nice. That's huge. Blizzard hit. Oh man, that is huge. Again, I can't I can't like overstate how lucky this run has been to this point, because all of my grinding up to this point has been like super tough. Right, Pelipper's out of Blizzard, so we're gonna try and do something here with Gyarados. Level 55 Salamence. I might need to use an elixir. Okay, what? I need to know what type Salamence is. Okay, Dragon and Flying. What kind of damage will Surf do? Okay, yeah, it's not very effective against Dragon. Okay, I did forget that. I need Hyper Beam, there's no way around it. I just need to check my type chart once more. What will Electric do against Dragon / Flying? I know it's super effective against Flying. Okay, bear with me for a moment. Let me pull up my type chart. So Electric, it's half damage against Dragon. So I think it would be neutral. Let me just try it. Okay, critical hit. Yeah, it's neutral, but it does decent damage. Right, has my opponent used the full restore? I don't think he has. So there's a berry. Okay. Okay, this could be it. This could be Gym Leader number 4. Oh my god, it's 1 tick of health. There's no way. Yeah, full restore. Look at that health. That is crazy to me. Okay, this could be Gyarados down. No, not very effective. Let's try Surf. No, maybe not. Stick with Thunderbolt. Okay, one more. No, this could be bad. This could be bad. Okay, okay, we won't panic. I think there's... Is there still one more full restore? Yeah, there is. There is one more. Okay, critical hit. Okay, we've no PP left. Just use strength. Although maybe normal might be half damage as well. Okay, Mightyina's down. That's okay, because I think I'm good. This is running close. Okay, this is running too close. I need to revive Gyarados. This is panic stations now a little bit. Yeah, that Dragon Claw move is nasty. Okay, come on, Gyarados. I might just try and do, I think, Surf maybe, although it doesn't really matter. I just need to land something. Right, nice. I did it. So that's 4 out of 5. Okay, so word of advice here at this point. Once you enter the final chamber with the champion, you automatically engage in the battle. So don't progress through this door until you're ready. Until you've healed up and stuff. Right, we need to, because if I went through right now, all my Pokemon are down. Right, so what are we even up against? Okay, so water will be super effective here. Or at least it'll be neutral against 4 out of the 5 because they're rock and ground. And we also have steel, which is vulnerable to ground. So we will need earthquake from Gyarados. So I'm going to have to use that elixir, I think. Okay, so I have full restore. Okay, I think this is the best we have. So the first Pokemon is Skarmory, so steel and flying. So how's that going to go down with ground attacks? It doesn't affect flying, so I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. I'm just looking up to see. Yeah, I think because it flies, it's not going to work. So that's a problem. I'm just gonna save it. I'm just gonna leave it on pause for a second. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so let's see. So who do I even lead with? Right, so there has to be something that's effective against steel flying. I'm not too sure, so we're just going to lead... Oh yeah, I need to use my elixirs. Alright, let's just lead with Gyarados and try Hyper Beam. Alright, this is it. This is the champion battle. Alright, let's just go in. All in. Alright, let's go. We are taking on Steven, the Hoenn champion. Yeah, I think Hyper Beam. I'm not sure about ground. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Let's try and just land the Hyper Beam, see what damage we can do. Alright, it's not very effective. So the primary type must be Steel. Gyarados poisons, that's okay. Oh no, it doesn't affect. Oh man, this is bad. This is very bad. Okay, we're already... reaching for the items. Okay, so that's some reprieve, so... Okay. I think Surf is going to be a nice neutral attack here. That'll just deal a little bit of damage. Yeah, there's the full restore. So that's one use, so that's actually not too bad. Okay, Surf is doing a nice bit of damage here. Okay, Toxic again. Okay, he's not going to use a second full restore. Okay, I think that's I think Skarmory was the difficult one. I don't want to speak too soon, but I think that was huge. Okay, Claydol. Ground and Psychic. Oh wait, I can't attack. I can't use ground because it levitates. Okay, well, this is apparently... Oh, this is super effective though. Oh, why did I... Never mind. Why did I try and use... Never mind. I'm thinking of Steel. I'm looking at the wrong Pokemon. I was actually looking at Aggron, which is Steel. That's why I selected Earthquake. So water is what we should be using. I need to heal. I need to heal that poison. It's so annoying. Full restore maybe. It'll do both. Yeah, okay. So this is where the items are coming in clutch, right? So he has one more full restore, so when will he use it? Okay, I think that's 2 down. Yeah, that's 2 down. Okay, Armaldo. Rock and Bug level 56. I'm just going to keep Gyarados until it's not feasible anymore. So right, so that's good. That's good news. That is not good news. Okay, I think that's 3 down. Okay, let's go. It's mine to lose now. It's definitely mine to lose. Okay, Cradley. Rock and Grass. Level 56. I mean, it's a little bit cheesy relying on Gyarados so much here, but I don't want to risk anything. This might be neutral because he's grass as well. Yeah, he flinched. That's kind of strange. Okay, that's not very effective. Oh, because he's rock type. I get it. Okay, I'm gonna remedy that straight away because wow, okay. I'm thinking full restore again. Yeah, that's doing a lot of damage. Critical hit would be nice here. Oh, 1 tick of health. I can see a full restore being used here. That's super effective. Yeah, full restore. Okay, I think this is Gyarados down. Let's try and do some damage with Poochyena. I will revive and can revive Gyarados. Because I think there's 2 more Pokemon. Or maybe there's only 1 more after this. Alright, there's Confused Ray. I might take my chances here and see if I can beat the confusion. Full restore again. Is that the 3rd full restore? There's no shot. There's no shot. He uses 3 full restores. Yeah, give me a break. Okay, I think I know what to do. We need to get Pelipper out with Blizzard because it's going to be super effective. Alright, so my two main Pokemon down. Slightly worried. Alright, nice Blizzard hit. This should be super effective. Let's go. Didn't quite get him in one shot, but potentially very important. Okay, it landed again. It landed again. Nice. I think Is the final Pokemon Steel? If so, I'm going to have to revive Gyarados. So Aggron is Steel and Rock. Right, so Earthquake will be super effective here. But first I need to bring Gyarados back, right? So there's 2 left, I think. I have 10 revives. Oh, Thunder, is that going to be super effective against Gyarados? Okay, that's a potential worry there. Yeah, that is definitely a worry, I think, because Gyarados is split flying type. I just hope I land for it. If I land my attack first, I might be okay. This is fine margins now at this point. This is not guaranteed. This is not guaranteed at all. Let's go. Let's go. Super effective. That could have been a disaster. If that missed... Right, Metagross. Steel and Psychic. Okay, we can still use Ground. We can still use Ground, okay. Okay, this could be it. This could be it. Okay, fingers crossed. If this is a critical hit, it's done. We're the champion. Okay, not quite. What does this do? Meteor Mash? Meteor Mash? Not very effective. Okay, we have a berry. The question is, do we have 4 full restores? There's no shot. No, there's no shot. I think we've done it. We've done it. Oh my god. Nice. Okay, I think we did it. Did we do it? Yeah, we did it. Champion defeated. Let's go. Petalburg Challenge complete. We became the champion with a team comprised of Pokemon from Route 101, 102 and 103 exclusively. And the water areas, of course. Okay, nice. I actually can't remember what happens at this point, just in the story, so let's just see what happens. You are rightfully Hoenn region's new... Oh, no shot. No shot, we have to take on Brendan. You've beaten the champion? Yes, I have. Okay, no, we're okay. I think I would have been up for it. I think I could have healed. Alright, that's Professor Birch. Go proudly into the final room. Yeah, sorry Brendan. Why is he called Brendan? Did I not name my... Do you not get a chance to name your opponent? Ooh, check it out. Okay, this room This is where we keep records of Pokemon that prevailed through harsh battles. It is here that the league champions are honoured. Awesome. Alright. Saving. Do not turn off the power. So it saves automatically, I guess. Poochyena, Petalburg. Here's the main 4. Beautiful I didn't actually get to feature at all, but we got there in the end. I suppose I could have subbed in Beautifly at some point. Alright, so 37.5 hours. Nice. Do we get get credit sequence? Okay. Okay, so I suppose we can skip this in a moment and just see where it lands us, and I'll save it again. But yeah, like I said, so that's the Petalburg Challenge. It was kind of interesting, right? To build a team with a kind of some Pokemon that you would usually overlook, right? Like Wurmple and Wingull and stuff like that, Poochyena. But Gyarados is an obvious one. If you can catch a Magikarp within the parameters of the challenge, I mean, a Gyarados is always going to be a good Pokemon to have. I think I had Gyarados in my 151 challenge as well. So I'd recommend checking out the 151. If you enjoyed the playthrough and you've watched through, check out the Pokemon Gold 151 challenge playlist on my channel. It's a very good playthrough. I really enjoyed it. And this was also fun. I enjoyed this too. But most of all, I just like playing Pokemon like once a week or whatever for an hour, and training and building up the team and traveling through the map and the region, you know, in the game. It's all very interesting. And actually, this gen is really interesting for some of the kind of subtextual. Well, it's not really subtextual. The commentary that the NPCs have around, or just the general conversation you hear about the environment and the relationship humans have with the environment, and how that could be damaging, and there's kind of weather events and stuff happening, and obviously we have the kind of kaiju like legendary Pokemon as well. We have Groudon, and I can't remember what's the Sapphire version. Let me just see. So Groudon is so Kyogre is the other one, right? Yeah, so you have Kyogre and you have Groudon. They're like the big monsters, right? But yeah, so very cool. I do like Gen 3. I think I like the first 3 or 4 gyms the most, just because I'm most familiar with that opening part of the story and the areas in the earlier parts of the game. I think as it goes on, the map opens up vastly and it becomes something else, but yeah, really interesting. And I think, are we at the end of the credits here? The end, okay. That's very definitive, isn't it? It's very final. Okay, so when we... Okay, so when we... Okay, we're back home. There's the winning team. GG's. Okay, so... Okay, so your dad's back from the gym. That's kind of cool. Oh, nice. The SS ticket. Okay. Yeah, so now you can access the battle tower, which is part of the post-game. he just heads out. Thanks for looking after the house, and continue to do so, preferably. And he's gone to the gym. Yeah, he should stay home and chill out for a bit. Let me just check the PC. Did we ever get the item in the PC? You know, like you can get like a potion or whatever. Oh no, never mind, sure. We've all of our items there. Okay, nice. So we are back in Littleroot. Let me just say it is Littleroot, right? Yes, Littleroot Town, where it all began. So that's kind of cool. So I guess, yeah, if you pick the male character, you'll be on this side. This is Brendan's house. Oh no, Professor Birch's house. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Let's just save it. Okay, playtime 37:37. Longer than my Gen 2, which is expected because it's just a longer game. I'm just going to do a double save as I normally do. So yeah, I'm just going to, now I can kind of reveal where I'm looking at, now that I've done it and I've completed the challenge. I will be looking at, there's a version of Pokemon Yellow that's been remastered in the Gen 3 engine, I think, and it's called Yellow Recharged, or Recharged Yellow. That could be interesting. I still need to watch some more gameplay to see how I feel about it. If it looks like it runs well, I might check it out. If not, I'll probably think about doing a playthrough of Pokemon Yellow, the OG, the original. I bought a physical copy of it, I think last year or not too long ago, or maybe it was this year. And it would stick with my personal preference to only emulate Pokemon games that I own. Although I am considering branching out into hacks or versions of games that I own. So like Pokemon Yellow Recharged. I own a copy of Pokemon Yellow, and it's been kind of remastered as a fan game, right, into a different, more updated way, or you know, in the Gen 3 style. So yeah, so I'm thinking of kind of branching out like that. But anyway, if you've watched any of the episodes, or if you've just tuned in for the final battle, the final Elite Four battle, thanks very much, and I will be back again soon with some more retro gaming, indie games and Pokemon content.